So I've been looking at this. I need to build a spare tire rack, carrier, whatever, mount. And I also need, or I'm really wanting to cover this with some sort of a rack. So I think I'm going to incorporate both. I can put some bars and probably come up at an angle across the top and down to the back, bolt it to the floor, and then I can put a platform or something here on top over the middle. That'll protect the sending unit. I'll have easy access to it that way too, but it'll protect all that and give me a place to mount this tire here at an angle, I think. I was considering either mounting it flat or at an angle, but I think I will mount it something like that, maybe a little taller. But this way I can see down through here a little easier. I should have a little better line of sight if I'm backing up. Not a lot of places to put a tire like this on here and not obstruct my view, especially now that it's so short. Just like a 4-foot square back here or less. But I'm thinking something like that. So I'm gonna doodle out some ideas and get some measurements and put something on paper that I can really use. Just got to figure it out. Oh. Well, here's what I come up with. It's kind of some rough guesstimations, but side view. I'm just going to go up over the top of the tank and down at an angle. This is where I can mount my tire on this area right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use a post or put like 3 studs and actually bolt it down. I'm not sure. Just kind of winging this. And then a top view, it's just going to rest over the top. It's a cage. But I do want to put a platform in this area right here, covering that tank that I can easily take out and stand on and stow gear onto. I don't know if I'm going to use expanded metal or what for sure. I don't know. Maybe just a couple more bars, whatever I have for scrap. But I want to put a platform on here. And this is just a little bit more cleaner drawing, but these angles I'm kind of guessing on. I guesstimated about a 25 degree. And I don't know what this is going to be tighter here. This is just going underneath the toolbox and bolting down. Up there, I've got a couple pieces pre-cut, some marks on here so I can bend that one and crossing my fingers that it's right. Well, I beefed up my bend stops. The other ones worked really good, but they were just way too light. Bent everything all up. So these are a lot heavier, DOM tubing. I don't know what's that, 3x3 1/4 inch angle iron. Should work way better. All right, so these are going to go in here like this. About like that. And that'll protect this. I can have a platform on top, and then I'll put some bars in here or a plate or something to secure that tire down. And it should sit in just far enough to not stick out back here. You can see what I'm doing here now. And then the filler neck, I'd like to have it right here. I can just reach over the tailgate or the back of the bed or whatever and fill that up. I'll just need to get some tubing with an elbow and bring that out and then make a mount, maybe off of this or off of the bed, straight up. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. I need to get this done. So this gives you an idea of what I'm shooting for here. So I need to cut some bars. I don't know if I need to put one down here. I'm going to put some tabs under here. Kind of like that. This one's off. This one I could wedge underneath there. That one I can't. So I'll get these cleaned up and maybe tack those on. That'll help keep it standing up. How's my tire gonna lay on here? Oh, that's heavy. My goodness. My first thought was to put it up here, like that. Wouldn't be bad. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and frame up this, and then I'll decide how to mount that tire. I'm kind of at a loss. This is exactly, or almost exactly, what I wanted to build. I was kind of hoping that would kick out a little further. Just so the tire laid on these, which it's not going to, which doesn't really matter as long as I can secure it to the bars. But I kind of like that too. And since I can't see out back here with that tire on it, I could put my tailgate back on. I don't know. Options. Just keep working on it. So I don't hate that. I just got to have a bar down here to secure that. Or something, a platform. Three 23s, 23 and a half. I go center to center, it's 24. Let's go 24 inches. So I don't have a tubing notcher yet. I keep thinking about getting one, and then don't have a need for it until I need one, and then I think about getting one. I probably will here soon. But meanwhile, I've taken a piece of tubing like that, just a piece of scrap, just kind of hold it up, level as I can. I managed to find a point here that I liked for center. And then so what I'll do is hold that there, and then take my pen and just kind of draw. It's not a perfect mark, but it will get me close. Before I start cutting, I'll show you. Kind of like that. And if I stay inside of that, above that line, then I'll be really close to where I need to be. Okay, so it's not perfect by any means, but that's pretty close. Close enough. Weld will take care of any of that imperfection. Obviously, a hole saw or a notching saw would be better. Now I need to find placement for these, which I'm thinking right there, at the top of that. And maybe down here, or maybe here, somewhere, and then one back here. One back there. But, well, so I think if I put one here and there, that'll give me a spot to secure my mounting plate of some sort. And then one back here, I'll have to bring those in. That might be a struggle. Huh. Anyways, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw this on the floor and get it placed out. either going like this or going like this. Go like this. I don't know. If I mount it like this, I almost need something here to keep that rest of that tire against. Okay, I have it all ready to go. I put some tabs for tie downs or straps or whatever, bungees, whatever. I can strap stuff down pretty good to that. I got a couple of loops in here for strap, so I can do a Y strap and tie this thing down. Anyhow, I need to get it degreased, primed, and painted. Then I'll throw it up in here and get it mounted, and then work on that fuel neck. Okay, I got it all ready. Got it painted. Just need to let it dry a little longer. It's not exactly the silver that I normally use. I forgot what it was. I remember now. But anyhow, I just need to let it dry, and then I can throw it in the back there, bolt it down, and throw my tire on it. Okay, got her together here. Mount it in there. Other than this, I still need to fix that. But I had some different ideas on how to strap that down. I had put a provision for a strap. And so I was going to use this. I had it all rigged up, had it on there. It looked like it was going to work okay. I just didn't like the way I had it strung up. And then I had this quick track. I was thinking of mounting some of these segments on there and using things like this, which would work good. That was one of my brilliant ideas. I could make a Y-strap having this attached to the bottom and maybe a couple of back corners. But then I thought, why not just get a Y-strap? It was 30 bucks or something like that. And so the only problem is I had made a provision just for a strap to go around here. And this, it's got the nice hook on it, but I can't take the strap loose from the body here. Some of these higher ends, larger industrial size ratchets have a bolt that you can take out. This doesn't. I don't want to tear this apart. So I need to come up with something here, whether it's something that I can hook this hook on, like this. Which I probably could do that. I think it's strong enough, but I'm trying to decide if that's what I actually want to do. I'm trying to think of some different ideas. I have a couple, but I want to get this secured on here. This is just something I picked up from Amazon. It's the nice looking unit. It's the Straight Jacket Crew 1.6 inch wide strap. I'm guessing that's what that is. It's the ratcheting Y strap, but it's a nice setup. These end hooks I can actually wrap around the bar, get rid of these hooks here completely, just wrap it around the bar and sling it through that buckle. And I think they're long enough. I just opened this up and I'm ready to find out if they're going to work and see how I'm going to put this together. So we'll figure that out and get that tied down. So I think this is long enough to flip over here. It's gonna go like that, basically. Oh, Yeah, that's barely going to reach with the hook, so I'm going to have to leave the hooks. I was kind of hoping that was longer. Okay. I kind of wanted that down lower. Could always put some of these carabiner things on there. That'd give me close to 4 inches right there. No, that's good. That's gooder. Way more gooder. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. All right. So my trick's going to be getting a good hook down here. Well, got a little bit too much tail here. It's not a big deal. I'll trim it off. I don't want to take too much off. I'll probably cut it in half. That way I can probably still fold it up, snap it underneath here. Cut that in half-ish. Okay, there it is, finished. Straps on, secured. So I got a spot here I can put a cooler, camping gear, whatever. And I wound up putting some tie-down anchors on here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I am going to get new, they're like carabiner, those threaded link type unit, or get what you call them. I had 2 of them. They were 2 different sizes. I'll get 2 that match. Put those in there. These were stretched out as far as they'll go. If they were a little longer, this would have been a really, really great setup and been perfect. But I was short about 4 inches from where I needed to mount it. If you're mounting this on a flat on a rack, I'm sure it'd be just fine. The only other thing, other than those 2 things, is my mounting point here, this hook that I have. It appears to be strong enough. I put a couple ooga-doogas on it to see if it was going to bend it, and it didn't. But I'm considering replacing this, or leaving it, but putting something a little more hardier on here. And my thought was, they're like a U-bolt, but it's squared off. So I could just drill 2 holes, slide that in there and bolt that in place and be a little adjustable and stronger and have a better angle for it. I'm pulling sideways on that, and I think if it was coming more this direction, I think it would work better. I'll put a link in my description for this straitjacket Y-strap if you're interested. But like I was saying, just a few little changes I'm going to do here. Nothing to show. I just told you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye.